Hey guys, so it is Saturday morning of the last weekend of December, and we also have off on Monday. So Thursday night, I started working on, and this is totally not what I said that I was going to work on this week. It's just whenever I went to actually go work on what I thought that I was going to want to work on, I didn't want to work on it. So I picked up my Satsuma Street Zodiac sampler and I started the first block, which is Capricorn. And so this is Thursday, Friday night, and a little bit of today's progress. It's actually a pretty fast stitch. I've been doing it by color for the most part. I couldn't completely do it by color, but I'm to the point where I can do color completing at right now, which is really cool, because there's a ton of colors in each month's pattern, but each month does not use every color in the palette for the series. So I've been keeping all the colors not in use right here and all the in-use colors out on my table, and these are all like extras from colors in my box, and I'm just going ahead and putting them on a paper bobbin because I bought a new skein of every single color for this project because they all use the same palette, and you know, Satsuma Street, it's very color heavy, obviously. And I have a couple of blacks in here that I'm using for the border, and I've talked about it before. I designed the border myself in Excel, and so that's the start of it. And I think, honestly, I'm going to leave it looking like this and not do any of the extra bits that I was originally planning on doing. I may still... I don't know. I don't think I'm going to add any extra colors in the framing, like I had originally kind of planned. And I think it's because seeing all of the colors come together in one of the patterns, I don't want to take away from the zodiac months. So that's that. And this one is going to be a little bit different because I have not done a vlog at all in December, but I have recorded some stuff for December. So anything that I feel is like keep worthy, I'm gonna put in here. So the very first weekend of December, I got my car, but 2, it also snowed. So and I keep on saying that I'm going to put that in a vlog, and then I just have not been vlogging because 2 of the weekends, the 2 middle weekends of December, I went back home, and it's just really hard to record there because, like, my dad's not going to want to be on, like, nobody back home is going to want to be on YouTube, basically, like, not, like, my family-wise. So it's really hard to, like, record the things that we're doing and stuff like that, so I just haven't been. But the last 2 weekends, so Christmas weekend and the weekend before, I was back at my dad's and we did some decluttering in the kitchen, and as y'all know, I have been doing some decluttering in my bedroom back home, and I have some plastic bins in my garage from my bedroom back home, and I've started slowly opening those up and going through stuff and deciding what to keep, where I want it to go, and that kind of thing. And the ones that came from my dad's last 2 weekends are kitchen items, and so he doesn't use as many of the pots that they have and things like that, and they're way better pots than what I have. So I'm going to pull out this weekend, I'm going to pull out all of my pots and see what all I have in combo with what I got from my dad's house, and I'm going to keep the best ones, and I'm going to donate the cheaper ones. I'm tired of having the non-stick coated ones because really you're supposed to stop using them as soon as there's a nick in the non-stick, and I don't know anybody that does that, but it's not good for you if you don't, so FYI. And I just prefer either glass pots or stainless steel pots, which all the ones that I brought back with me are stainless steel. He kept the only glass pot that we have left. But I know a lot of people don't really like those because it takes a little bit more elbow grease and you can't turn it up as high on super sticking type foods and things, but I honestly would rather not deal with the non-stick stuff that can flake and be cancerous and all this other crap, compared to just doing a little bit of extra elbow grease and like an SOS pad for cleaning. That's just my personal take on it and preference. And I also, it's just very frustrating having so many different types of pans and never knowing which lid goes with which set. It's just frustrating. It's annoying, basically. So I'm going to be doing that this weekend and slowly going through some more stuff. Today, on and off, I'm taking breaks, and tomorrow and Monday. And so yeah, and cleaning and stuff like that. And you can see I still have my pile from recording the other night, because basically I'm going to go through that pile and figure out, or attempt to figure out, what I think I will be excited to work on in the next like month. And I'm going to keep those in the living room because, like I said, I'm trying to put focus on some of these whips and get some finishes, but also like these bigger ones like this Zodiac sampler and the Great London one and the British sampler and things like that. It's not necessarily about let me work on it until it's finished. I just, if I'm called to work on that, I want to work on it and maybe not necessarily have some of these really big ones finished this year, but have a lot of progress done on them and not just the tiny bit that I have on them, because it's been a year since I've picked some of these things up. So just want to put some focus on some of these finishes and some of these whips that are really close, and I just keep on putting them down because, like I said in my last video, this last year I was giving myself a schedule and like a timeline to only have 3 to 4 days to work on each thing, and I just wasn't getting good progress because some days you just don't want to stitch, but whenever you do, you go at it really hard. And I would sometimes feel like because I wrote it down that I needed to change what I was working on, I actually really needed to change what I was working on, and that's not the case. So I'm trying to treat this year a little bit differently, focus on the pile behind me and others while still having some starts here and there, and see what happens. And so yeah, I'm taking a small break at the moment, and I'm just working on him. I'm trying to complete this color, which will then allow me to complete this color, and this has like some purples and reds and stuff in it, so I'm getting close to being able to put in some of the reds and the purples and the oranges and brighten him up a little bit more because he is looking a little bit like the fabric, but the other colors will really brighten that up. And I think that the black border that I've created will really help the colors pop out even though some of these blues do mesh pretty well with the fabric that I chose. I'm not too worried about that. So I will check in with y'all later, and I'm excited to be doing another vlog, and we're getting back on schedule for 2018. And so the next video that you will see will be the snow day from the beginning of December and anything else from the month that I decided to keep. And I honestly at this moment don't know if there's anything more than the snow day, but I will be checking in this weekend. So there you go. Hey guys, it's Kelly and it is Thursday night. And I know that I've missed vlogging for 2 weeks in a row, and I greatly apologize. I literally just was not doing anything fun, so I didn't record. But this is pretty cool, actually. So as y'all know, I live in Texas, and earlier today, my friend in McKinney, which is kind of like in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, like literally earlier today, like 9 o'clock this morning, posted on Snapchat that it was snowing. And I was like, whatever. They kind of look like little tiny miniature hail balls. Then another friend of mine posted around a little after lunchtime that in Austin it was snowing. And then later my friends in Dallas posted that it was actually snowing. And then a couple hours later in College Station, which is only 40 minutes away from me, it was snowing. And so I went outside and it was snowing. So we have a white Christmas. And I'll show you the stand out side in the snow. Can you see it? Oh, there it is. And I did take a shower. Oh, yeah, here you go. I'm getting snow on me. I don't know how well you can see that, but let me flip around the camera. So it is definitely a white, very early Christmas. How fun is this? So what a way to come back with vlogs, right guys? Snow, it's snowing. It's snowing. This hasn't happened in probably like 2 or 3 years. Probably closer to 3. But yeah, it is snowing and it is beautiful and it's been a while. I am in love. I love whenever it snows here. It's not often, but I love it. I absolutely love whenever it snows here. I could just sit outside all night in this. So everybody else, I hope y'all are enjoying this because it is fantastic. My backyard, because like I said, my front yard has way too many trees with too much canopy, so it literally just looks like it rained in the front yard. I love my magnolia in the snow. It looks beautiful. Morning, guys. It is Sunday. It is the last day of 2017. So yesterday I did get some stuff cleaned up. I still need to get my lamp back out and put it on my table. But I got more progress done. My friend came over and we watched the last episode, the winter finale episode of Grey's Anatomy. She is officially caught the fuck up with Grey's Anatomy. And then we started watching Dexter because I have DirecTV, side note, and I've been with them for years. And my dad's girlfriend just got DirecTV and she didn't get this email. So I'm guessing it's for like older customers. I'm not really sure. But I got an email a few weeks ago saying that for Christmas and New Year's, they were giving you Showtime for 2 months, which is just really fun. And they were doing a Dexter marathon. And so for 8 days straight, they were doing a season a day. And so I recorded all of it. And I've seen it before, but I kind of wanted to rewatch it. I mean, if it's on, rewatch it. So I recorded all of it, and she's never seen it, so we started Dexter, and we got 7 episodes in on season 1. So we did an 8-hour marathon of TV. So I got a fair amount of progress done, but in that time I also cooked dinner and did a little bit of cleaning and some of the kitchen stuff. I washed half of it. Not that it was like dirty, but my dad doesn't cook anymore, like really at home. He in the stuff that he does cook, he uses like a few pots and pans, and he would leave them out because our cabinets were so full of stuff and like just needed to be decluttered and organized. And so, they weren't dirty, but they were like dusty. You know what I'm saying? So I just, before I put them back, or before I put them in my cabinets and like figure out where I want them to go, I just cleaned them off and put them in the dishwasher to let them have just a cleaning, because it's been a while. So I was able to do almost all of them. I have the 2 biggest pots left and like 1 or 2 other things. So nothing crazy. But anyways, so I'm going to today run those through a cycle. And then either this evening or tomorrow is whenever I'll pull out all of my pots and pans and see what all I have and exchange out the good stuff with the not as good stuff. Anyways, that was a long story, but that's what I was doing some of that and doing like some other cleaning, like laundry and stuff like that. But I did get a fair amount done on my Satsuma Street. So, I started to work on the border a little bit that I created. So the border is going to be like this thick band around all of it. And then each individual block is going to have this smaller one around it. So very simple, but it wasn't designed originally to be super simple, but I'm going to leave it, I think, simple. I think it looks really good. But I just kind of wanted to like see what it looked like with part of the border around, with like more of the border around it. Because it was just still all looking so like muddled in there. And so I really think that the border honestly helps make the colors pop even more. But now I do have some of those oranges and pinks and purples in there, and I'm finishing up the blues and greens as well. So not as many colors left in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 colors left, but there was like 22, maybe not that many. How many colors were in this pattern originally? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24 colors. I was close. There was originally 24 colors in this pattern, and as you can see, like one of them is literally just the inside of his eye. I mean, you know, there's small amounts of some of these colors, and then some is majority of the pattern. So I'm down to, you know, some of that kind of stuff, and I'm still at the point where I can color complete. Now, I could continue more on this. It's been a lot of fun, and this is going to kind of be like its own like little finish. And I think I might be able to finish him today, but maybe, I don't know, I might finish the border up today, I might not, I haven't really decided, just around him. But if I do finish him today, then that's a 4-day finish, which is not that bad, which means, you know, I could do a Zodiac a month, or maybe like 2 a month or something like that. I do have all the patterns now. I finally bought the last 2, but I want to finish him, and then I want to move on. And also, I've already put all of my orts in my 2017 bauble, but I do have a few left. I know that some people do like Christmas Eve to Christmas Eve and stuff like that, but I literally do Jan 1 to December 31st. So at the end of tonight, this will get shoved inside of this Ort bauble, and then it can be on the tree next year. So that's how I do mine, and it's pretty stuffed. Like, I did a lot of stitching this year. My other years, there's still some space, and there's a little bit in there, but this one was the hardest so far to get stuff shoved in. And there's a lot of black. As you know, I've done a lot of things that have a lot of black in them this year, and that's not going to change, I don't think. So anyways, I'm going to work some more on this, and also still do some more around the house. Still have my pile. Yeah, I still need to go through that and figure out which ones I think I'm going to be more inclined to work on this first month of January. And I'm going to put them, I have a little thing over here. It's a magazine holder, but I actually use it for some of my current projects to keep them not as crazy looking, although it looks crazy right now. So we're working on that. So anyways, that's kind of what's going on today, and I will check in again later. Okay, so it is officially the new year. Last night my friend came over and we watched some more Dexter, and I went to sleep before 12, and I also finished up Capricorn, and so I didn't stitch last night. Also didn't drink. Literally just ate junk food. Not really junk food. I just ate a lot of randomness. But I am joined by Gizmo and by Potter. They're being so good this morning. So this is Capricorn, where he's at. Yay! So fun. And also, I really need to finish this up. I have 2 colors left. I'm so close to finishing this. But you know, it's just all the white. It's all the white and a little bit of the skin color left. And yeah. So I may go back and forth a little bit and work on that today. But today, what I'm really going to be trying to work on, aside from, I'm going to be working in my planner a little bit, and also a little bit more cleaning, because I really like to space that shit out. No, I'm really just lazy, and I don't do it all whenever I need to do it, basically. I'm getting back out. Oh my gosh. See, again, I pile everything inside of the fabric like a idiot. So I gotta organize it so make it less crazy looking. But I'm going to be working on Toasty TARDIS today, and I'm so excited about it. It's been, I don't know, a month or 2 since I've had this one out, which doesn't sound like a long time considering some of my other whips. But I really am just excited to have this one back out. I really, really do enjoy working on it. And I'm getting to a point where I feel like I'm close to finishing. So just, you know, stoked about that. So, you know, working on that one. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. So yeah, lots of pages to deal with, and yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. I sound like the cat in the hat. So yeah, I'll check in later. Bye, hey guys. So it is Tuesday morning and I've got to go back to work, but I forgot to record last night on my progress on Toasty TARDIS. So that is what I worked on yesterday, and I think I got a fair amount done, honestly. Pretty good amount. I had most of this border finished, but I did fill in some of the scarf, and I filled in a ton of this snow, and because of the fabric color you can't see some of it, but those are all half stitches. And worked on this part of the TARDIS. It's a lot of color changes, and I'm trying as much as I possibly can to be able to color complete. So another thing that I wanted to say really fast is I'm getting a lot of questions about my asking for prayers on my different social medias, and basically what is going on is today is Gizmo surgery, so prayers for Gizmo. Haley has not really been eating the last few days, so my dad is going to take her in and see what is going on with her, so prayers for Haley. But the biggest reason, honestly, the biggest reason for me to post that is my neighbor that I grew up with my entire life, our neighbors, the husband is not doing very well, and my dad just told me that it's not looking very good. So they've done a few steps to try and make it better, and so now it's just prayers that those steps work, because yeah. So anyways, that's what that's about. It's not me personally, it's just people and pets who mean a whole lot to me, and so the more prayers that anyone can muster is greatly appreciated and welcome, and thank you so much. And this is it for this weekend vlog. I know that all I really did was check in and ramble, but I did show some great stitchy progress this weekend, so I'm excited that that bug is back, and hopefully it sticks around for a while. And I will see y'all next weekend. Bye, guys.